it's gonna happen. Like rise of players, rise of the population. There's gonna be more cheaters coming in,
and they're all trash talking. Me, at least. They keep trash talking. Yeah, they're like quick chatting.
They do talk a lot. I type horrible things back to them. If they reported me, I would 100% get banned.
Welcome back to the official NRG Rocket League podcast, Takeoff. This is episode number 3, presented by our friends over at Spectrum. Today, I've got Atomic, BeastMode, Daniel, and Satthew going over the Boston Major. We're going to be talking about Jynxzi and his effect on Rocket League, and also announcing our OG NRG decal giveaway codes. Once again, a huge thank you to Spectrum for presenting today's episode of Takeoff. All right, fellas, we're gonna jump straight in here. First, we're gonna kind of recap the Boston Major. Now that you guys made it through it, you guys literally won back-to-back regionals. Were you guys nervous at all after that first regional, like heading to the second regional? Like, was there any thoughts of like, oh, like what did we put ourselves into? You know, like there was a lot of pressure on that first Friday.
BeastMode's cam is so small.
Well, to answer your question, Garrett, me personally, I wasn't nervous at all because I mean we've been so consistent for the whole time we've been together. We've won regionals time and time again, and it was just about putting in the work. Like we just really didn't put enough work at all in regional 1, so we all knew exactly what we needed to do, and then we went out and did it, and we won back-to-back regionals.
All right, well, we don't need any other answers than that, to be honest. Like, the second regional was so good that you guys made CJ rage quit our watch party. You guys absolutely destroyed Shopify. It was insane. Before that regional, I thought the NA depth was looking insane, and then after that one, we were right back. I was a little worried after that for NA in general. Anyways, you guys obviously at 46 points now after the Boston Major, looking good. Little gap to second place, but heading into the major, the groups were revealed. You guys had there were some groups. You know, there were some groups there, and you guys had Power, Five Fears, and NIP. What'd you guys think when you saw those groups announced? Because I feel like, you know, some of those groups were looking. I mean, I would have taken you guys top 2 in any of them. Obviously, I would have been feeling good about it. But your guys' group in particular, and it's just because Wildcard went so insane at Worlds, I think, and they went straight off the World seeding. But what was the impressions when you guys saw Group A?
I mean, we were feeling pretty good about our draw for sure.
Okay, nice.
Nice. We were pretty excited when we saw it. Not in the sense that like we want to avoid anyone, but like, you know, the end goal is to make it as far as possible, and definitely assist in that. So, and then the KC group, we were all like laughing at just how like kind of ridiculous it was.
Yeah, Vatira was pretty mad.
Yeah, it was good too because like obviously like all the other groups are pretty stacked, so like all the other top teams would like knock each other out. So yeah, we're pretty happy about it.
Good. Well, I'm gonna quote Johnny Boy, and I think he asked you, Daniel, how you felt about it, and he said that you were annoyed that people keep saying you guys are getting easy runs, but you guys are the first seed every single time, so of course you're getting good groups. But was there a little bit of annoyance there with people saying that? I mean, people always say something about you guys either way, but
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I mean, people said that for everything. We won the London, we didn't play either team, but we beat Falcons. Everyone were like blazing like crazy, and then Worlds, I mean, we beat Falcons, the team that beat KC. So they always say Mickey Mouse. Not much you can do about it. Just gotta keep moving forward. Focus on yourself. Focus on your team. You know, just focus on what really matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So you guys sailed through the group, going into Gentlemates. They were looking pretty good. I think Nas dropped like 1,000 points versus Shopify, which was really sad to watch. Yeah, started out hot with Gentlemates. They kind of turned it up at the end. I mean, yeah, general thoughts on that series. Obviously not the result you wanted, but you know, it's an upper bracket. I wasn't too worried after that, honestly. Just a little upper bracket match there, but maybe we get the coach thoughts.
Well, they ran some pretty annoying and pretty good kickoffs against us that I should have prepped more for. Yeah, it was frustrating to lose the 3-1 lead. We were more frustrated than anything, just like winning like the upper bracket does seem to put you in a good spot. Like it's usually a pretty good omen. Usually I think the winners of like modern tournaments come from like the like winning uppers. So that was like the only like kind of regret there. They turned it up, but we felt like we were playing better Sunday than Saturday. Like Saturday was kind of like a middling day for us, I feel like.
Yeah, that makes sense. I felt like that was your guys' first hard challenge of the whole major. Maybe that's the only downside of the group. But yeah, no. Sunday, that K-Court match, I think the K-Court match was some of the best It might be the best series I've ever watched, honestly. It looked absolutely insane. And I didn't even realize it was the second longest series of all time afterward because it was so good. Like, sometimes I'm kind of like half locked in to your guys' matches because you guys just slap everyone. But that one was like, that was really good. I mean, I know Satthew thinks the exhaustion thing is really dumb because, it's been a narrative before. It's like, oh, we lost because we were exhausted. I'm not going to ask it, did that affect your tournament later? But like, were you kind of, I mean, how did you feel after? Because that was a grueling series.
Satthew said that exhaustion thing is like not. He doesn't agree with it. You don't agree with it?
No, like
No,
exhaustion's real, but it's like when people like say they lost because of it, like I feel like it's cope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we definitely can't cope with that because I mean, exactly, just clap their cheeks, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, yeah, just to make sure that's like clarified. Yeah.
We definitely did put like a lot more energy into that match than any other, I would say, because like that's just a team that we wanted to beat for sure. It was definitely a long series. I think we were, but obviously you don't want to blame that, but it definitely played into a factor just a little bit. I mean, we were talking about like after the series, like how dry our mouths were, and that's never happened to any of us, and like how much we were talking, how much we were putting effort into that series, but. We just really wanted to beat that team. I think that after we won that match, it kind of played to a factor. Like we were just gonna kind of win the rest of the match, maybe, or win the next match because of that one. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
How are you feeling, Atomic, after that one?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Honestly, we were just after that series. We just in the practice room, we didn't say anything. We just kind of were letting the adrenaline like dump out of our bodies because it was a lot.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So I think it's just that, but. I think why we lost is not because of that, but like maybe a little bit, but not the main reason.
That makes sense. No, I was just asking because there's literally been series where this might just be a me thing, but I yelled so loud at the end that after I'm like, wow, I should not have yelled that loud because now I'm just cooked. Like my throat is cooked and stuff. And no sus. But anyways, yeah, you guys should watch the comms video if you haven't because that was a pretty good watch as well. It made me nervous again, even though I knew the outcome. I don't know why. just listening to the comms. I think watching is sometimes harder than playing. Like if you actually care for the team, sometimes it's like it's pretty nerve wracking. But Jynxzi was defending you guys. Squishy kept wagering against you. I don't know if y'all know that. Squishy always picks the other team.
We were aware.
Low-key hater.
And Jynxzi kept picking you guys. So shout out to Jynxzi. Obviously he was boosting the numbers up a little bit. He's been bringing a lot of people, and this was the most watched major of all time. Obviously because of all the French orgs were involved and in the playoffs, that helps as well. But yeah, and of course Alpha Kep. I mean, he has the jersey on every time you guys play. He's mostly on the team on the team. So shout out to him. But yeah, obviously we can keep this next part short. Vitality after a little bit of a cheese series. You guys can say whatever you want about that series. I'm not even going to ask a specific question. It was just a bad start. And I'll let Satthew take over his thoughts on the series.
Yeah, I mean the start was bad. I thought games 2 through 4 weren't like horrid. I think there was like a very real opportunity there to like actually tie the series 2-2. I think the way they came back into game 4 was like, I'm not going to say fortunate, but it was like Zen just kind of made a hell of a play, but like took a gamble with it as well. I mean, we just, we still have work to do against that team and that style, unfortunately. So, but at the same time, like it's something to work towards. So, that's just for the next tourney.
Well, good time of the year to have a problem to shoot for. I always say you don't want to win the first event. I mean, that sounds like cope, but what's the point of peaking in the beginning? I mean, Vatira is known for that. Just saying, not to call him out, but like the peak of his team's always in the beginning, and then it feels like it goes down a little bit, and that's not you want. Maybe he needs to make a roster change, before the second major.
That's what Monkey used to always do.
Yeah, the third split cheese back then.
Yeah, but, third split cheese was undefeated. It's unfair.
Well, we just have to hurry up with that. How much time you got?
Yeah, transfer window's closing.
But yeah, not to call it Vatira. I'm just saying he usually starts out hot and then cools off a little bit. But you guys, I feel like you guys kind of know when to ramp it up because you guys did that last year. I could tell it started to ramp up a lot.
His tweet was the type of tweet before you make a change.
Honestly.
Oh, dude, Johnny Boy actually asked him in person at the restaurant. He was like, "Was that toxic?" And Atal was with him, and of course Atal being next to Vatira was like, "No. I think Vatira played good. We played bad." I was like, "Oh
wow."
So they did take it that way a little bit. That Vatira was unhappy with him.
Yeah.
I didn't even think they played that bad first year. I thought that was an
Nah.
insane series.
I honestly thought they were peaking, bro.
Yeah, it looked insane.
I don't think any of us recognize like hard trolling in the moment or
Yeah.
anything from like any of them, to be honest.
I think just Batir had like a couple nice goals, which is why he probably thought that. But
I don't think any of them played like really bad. I think Vatira had like a pretty good series, but I didn't see anyone like play bad. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
everyone was playing at least decent.
That
But I think
almost-
Vatira was definitely the best.
That almost for me made it even more odd because it was like I think emotionally that was probably just a hard series to lose because it was so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's
That's
a
definitely-
competitor though. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
That's
to see
definitely
it.
a lot of it.
I like to see the emotions and stuff. But if I was like Juicy or something, I'd be like, oh no,
Yeah.
I might be cooked.
Oh god.
But yeah, if you guys want to see behind the scenes, make sure to stay tuned for the NRG vlog. The goat Dante is the photographer and the editor, or the videographer, close enough, and
Yep.
the editor. So shout out to him. And then yeah, we all got stuck. Actually, Beast Mode escaped. Did you escape Boston before?
Dante actually
Beast
escaped with
Hand
me.
did.
Yeah. All right, and Dan.
Same. I like did that right away.
I know. Yeah.
What'd you guys do?
I mean, as soon as we
You guys
lost,
drive?
we just left instantly.
Y'all fly or you guys drove?
Rental car over here.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone else was stuck though.
Yeah.
because It was kind of funny though. It was kind of funny being stuck
Yeah, it
with
was.
everyone. It was like weird in a good
Yeah.
way. Like it
I kind of enjoyed it,
yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
Monday
it
night,
was
I was like, I want to go home. But
yeah. It was fun to do like first touch and all that like live though. It was cool and just like hang out with everybody.
oh yeah, that was cool. But yeah, any last thoughts or anything you guys want to say about the major? Maybe Daniel said something stupid that you can remember that's funny, or just anything. If not, we'll move on.
I mean, this guy's always a burger at land, so it's just hard to remember exactly what he said.
The major felt like it flew by though. Like that
Yeah,
was quick.
well,
Yeah, it was because we didn't boot
I
camp,
think-
but
Yeah, part of it is
Yeah. I think a lot of it was like that, honestly. So it just felt like it went really, really fast.
Yeah, they only bring you out like 2 days before now, right? Didn't they used to do a bit
It's yeah, 2 days before playing. It used to be
Used to be on
3
Monday,
days
right?
before playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be Monday. Now it's Tuesday.
Well, we'll move on. All in all, solid comeback from the top 12 to clearly the best in NA, and then we'll talk about NA a bit more later. But happy birthday again to our NRG Rocket League superfan MTX. I think he's also a big Valorant fan of the team. So happy birthday to
And
him.
it's just everything at NRG. Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, solid major. That was one of my favorite events to watch
Happy
too.
birthday, dog.
It was a good one. Yeah, happy birthday, big dog. But anyways, we have here written down again to thank Jynxzi because he really has put some life back in the game. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be a little worried if no, okay, I do have a theory though. I feel like some of these cheaters may be new to the game. I mean, there's so many all of a sudden.
Like he spawned in some.
I
basically.
think he might have spawned in some, not to blame him, but it's been
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like rise of players, rise of the population. There's gonna be more cheaters coming in,
and they're all trash talking. Me, at least. They keep
Really?
trash talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like quick chatting.
They
me.
do talk a lot. I type horrible things back to them. Like I would 100 if they reported me, I would 100% get banned.
The Satthew rage moments at LAN is always one of a kind. That was
Oh, no.
Rage moments at LAN.
at LAN and boot camp. At LAN and boot camp, bro.
What do you?
Hey, there
rage?
weren't too many this time.
You-
Low key, I was running twos with Dan. Real crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
in ranks.
I mean,
Ranks.
we've had some
Okay.
crazy moments though with Satthew and there's people that did.
The Satthew slam in Sheffield.
I thought you
Yeah,
were
it was-
saying that he rages at you guys. I was gonna say like,
Nah,
oh,
nah.
wow.
No, not really.
He didn't rage, but he was about to. But it was like we were calming one day, and like the scrim wasn't going really well at all. And
At LAN.
yeah,
Was it at
LAN,
LAN?
yeah, the scrim wasn't
Yeah.
going well. And then my mic messed up, so like he thought I was
Oh,
he
man.
thought I was trolling and talking in like a zesty voice, like
Well,
yeah, like
like
I got
your
his
voice
it.
was
mic actually had like
I
a
got it.
zesty filter on it.
it became higher pitched.
Yeah, yeah.
So Beast would be like, I got it.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
and then Satthew looked over at me, rose up to actually like
And it like already wasn't going well.
He
we
thought you
were
were, he
like-
thought you were trolling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we were like losing the scrim, and I was like, "There's no way."
And I
this
think we
is
just had to
for
talk
real.
about like
It's just
we
like-
need to take this seriously.
Yeah, I was like,
And Beast
I was
is
like,
like,
guys, the
back
scrim is
right?
everything. Yeah, Beast is
Oh,
like
that's-
back right.
That's hilarious. So you're saying Satthew though he rages in ranked when he's queuing up the ranked.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Jynxzi's been a overall obviously big positive for the game, bringing a lot of players. The viewership, I think for everybody's been insane. So shout out to him. Seems like he actually is addicted too. I mean, he's raging consistently.
I
think
think
it's-
bro, Rocket League when you're like bad at the game is so fun. Like in the
Yeah,
beginning,
It is, yeah.
Actually, too.
Any goal is just the happiest moment of your life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jynxzi though. But yeah, the fellas, you guys are back on top of NA going into this year. I mean, I would say my opinion on NA isn't bad now, but it was definitely higher. I think you guys not playing well the first regional also made it seem more
Yeah, I
insane
agree.
because I was like, wow, Jynxzi is going to be insane.
It's
You
just
know.
everybody playing against each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jynxzi fell off a cliff, which was sad. But yeah, we got a screenshot of the points. You guys at 46, Shopify at 39. I was super excited for that matchup, Regional 2, because I was like, this is the, it may be a toss-up for number 1. CJ rage quit after, was not close, was not bad. What's your guys' takes on NA, just overall level? Virtus Pro, 1 goal away from top 8, which I think is a good thing for NA, but, are they going to keep up that level? PlayStation brought back Scribbles, which I think was the most predictable thing ever because that guy was grinding ranked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any takes on NA? Obviously, the new Justin roster, Justin Chronic Cheese.
I think that foot roster seems good. They upgraded, I think. That I'm excited to like scrim them this week and just see them because I think they're making a big jump. Honestly, it's still gonna be tough to fight for like top 4, but like. Well, we have M80 is like still around. Dig is gonna like actually be together for all 3 regionals this time instead of just like 2 and 3. And Jynxzi and Foot are all like kind of trying to like take over like Foot or SSG. So I don't know if like Foot made a jump. I don't know about Jynxzi yet. I don't know about SSG yet either. To be honest, like it's hard to say.
Yeah.
If they like truly got better or not. Because like Chronic's really good, Justin was really good. I don't know if these are all going to be lateral moves or anyone's like particularly getting better. The only one I feel confident in is like Foot.
Yeah.
Because I think they got 2 very good players.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like, I think NA's like, I mean, obviously some teams got better, but I think they just need to like, I don't know, after like one bad split, they just instantly want to make a change or something like that. Teams just need to like relax and try to stick it out at least like a whole season or something and just like improve and work with each other. Because it's just like, I don't know why.
I mean, most teams need to actually like, they are just shuffling players and they're not like looking at why they're losing. I feel like they're just like, oh, if we get this player, we'll win. We just gotta once we get this guy, we'll win. But it's like they're just trading the same players.
We need a third man.
Yeah.
We need a new third man.
Yeah.
Those are real comms.
Well,
I'm not really sure about NA. I'm not sure.
Not too sure. Well, that's a good time. That's a good. I'll bring up
soon.
Archie's take where he said that NA is just bad, and I will say I'm not afraid to say that Shopify do not look like a team at all. Like when I watch them, there's no team play. Like you guys compared to, I will say Virtus Pro has, I think, some positives going on. They play like a team.
Yeah.
But they look better than Shopify. But I do think the talent on Shopify is still, way better. But the way they're playing, and like I said, you don't want to blame the coach. The coach might be saying the perfect things. They're just not doing it. But it just looks like that playoff match they had versus Falcons. I mean, once again, CJ, if he would have left if he could. He would have left the event. It was not good. Yeah, what do you guys think about what Archie said? About NA and overall.
NA's just bad.
Yeah, he just said NA's bad.
A lot of teams just don't really have structure, just like solo play, pop reset all day, every day, and just like rather than playing a structure and like having a goal in mind and like playing for each other is what I see, especially from like you said, Shopify and Redact is the only team I can kind of see like a structure with. They're like, especially with like demos and things like that. But yes, my opinion on it.
Do you think if this is completely wrong, that's fine. Do you think that some of the ways these NA teams are playing works decently okay online and then they get to LAN and it's worse? Because NA matchups, if it's not you guys peaking, look really good. But even when it's an NA matchup on LAN, it looks terrible. It looks so bad. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I completely agree. Also, like, the way they play, it's also like individual based. Like online, you're gonna feel much better, but on LAN, you're gonna have there's certain mistakes. Like if you mess up once on LAN, then obviously there's a lot more pressure, and you're just not gonna feel good the rest of the series. It's a kind of a domino effect. So that's what I would say.
And it feels like they don't have like sometimes like a set amount of like decisions to fall back on, like to reset points where they can be like, I messed this up, but like this is what I can do next to like resolve it a bit. But like online, they're just less likely to mess up, like B said, and so it doesn't get like I guess taken advantage of as much. But it's also like them playing against each other.
Yeah.
So they're not going to capitalize like an EU team would. So like it looks good online, but it's because no one's punishing how they're supposed to.
That makes sense. I was just thinking of last year, like Jynxzi Space Station match online, Game 7, really close, like looks good. And then Jynxzi Space Station match at LAN, we're in shambles. About to say the region. Like it would look so different.
I like barely watched that one back, but like you're saying at Worlds.
I think at Worlds, I mean, just the level of play in general. I think like the first few majors, it was like NA regionals in the beginning. And Jynxzi would like even play you guys close online, and then you guys would play him in Swiss at at Birmingham. It was not good. It was,
that series they were very, very bad.
Yeah.
Or Raleigh.
Raleigh, they were bad. Birmingham, they low key.
They game one against us. They take game one. Yeah.
And then game 2, they had us.
Yeah, but then after that, it was like they missed their opportunity, and then. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. NA's kind of always had that problem. I think with the play style wise, like even going back to we had Lachinio and Kernovi who were doing like this crazy stuff. Meanwhile, Marky Doodah's got like a traffic cone on his head, walking the dog, and I don't know. There's always been a play style difference there, I think, and it's always been that way to me. But yeah, NA would be interesting. I think the last. I wanted to ask you because I want to ask Satthew because you were mentioning all these teams. Where do you have Virtus Pro? You still have them third, like guaranteed? You think?
I mean, we haven't we took this week off, so I don't know how they're scrimming right now. But based on like major and before that, I honestly thought they were like NA2 is what I honestly like felt like going into the majors. Like they were the true NA2. SSG close with them. It felt like Shop was like low-key 4, even though Shop is they made it out of their group. Although their group. They had MIBR, Mates, and TSM. So like
not a hard. Yeah,
they kind of had the second easiest group, I'd say.
And they almost didn't make it.
And they almost didn't make it. Is what we were an MIBR goal away from against Mates in game 5 or whatever, or just a win, I guess, because they were down 1-0. But yeah, I probably still, based on everything, I still probably have Redacted above like Shop and SSG. SSG, we'll see. It's hard to say what the new roster is going to look like, but.
One last thing, we'll move on. I want SSG or Foot for the 4th spot. Just predicting way ahead. Just pick one.
Foot for me.
Foot.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's fair.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Wait, what about you?
I've got Foot, but I think Scribbles is really good. But I think
he's just gonna be rusty because he took a long break.
He's gonna be rusty, and then like
he wasn't playing much ring.
They're gonna have to play different from last year because last year it was it was them and Kofer who was just going full speed the whole time. But now they've got. Diaz, Scribbles, Reveal. I don't know. It's kind of
going to be different.
Yeah. So I'm high on Foot. I thought Chronic looked great. The first 2 regionals or whatever in the Space Station kind of just played bad in general. I think Justin was still playing good. And then I'm big on Cheese. I'm a big Cheese fan.
Yeah, Cheese is good.
I mean, vibes.
Cheese is really good.
Solid gameplay. I mean, I like Cheese. I'm not high on Jynxzi, so I'm not even kind of putting them in the. Sorry, Greg.
What's your take on the Frosty move?
I think Frosty's good. Good. But I think Justin was by far their best player. So I haven't seen the MB from last year yet. This year, maybe a little bit in Regional 1. But, I think MB and Rise are going to have to step up for sure. I think Frosty's playing good this year. If MB all of a sudden becomes a top 10, top 8 player again, and Rise... when I was watching back the replay, I think Rise was doing some good things, but he just had some big bad moments. There's a lot of bad moments. But he was playing good overall, I thought. But,
I actually kind of agree. Like some big key moments that probably shouldn't go the way that they did involving him. But like, I didn't think general play was that bad.
No, but those big moments made me kind of focus on him when I think MB was also very quiet. So,
which is like, that's easy to do from like the viewer perspective.
Yeah.
Like you have to go back into replays to truly see what happened.
I honestly was surprised though when I saw Jynxzi decide to kick Justin because in my opinion, he's still hella good. Like he plays the game the right way and he's good. So.
Did y'all see the tweet where it was like Foot? They exchanged Justin. They were like exchange Frosty for Justin, like money and future fees, future add-ons. That's the first time I've heard that in Rocket League.
Future add-ons.
Yeah. So it's like, in sports, like in soccer,
got some
it's like
3rd round picks or something.
No, that's what. So it's like that. What I think it is, because it's like, it's soccer because it's like an open market and not like franchise where it's like trading contracts. So I think that means like if Gen G finish a certain place with Frosty, probably major contending, I think that would mean Foot gets more money. Like Gen G has to pay even more.
Like some bonuses.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So it's the first time I've seen that, I think, in Rocket League. Maybe it's happened in Europe, but Yeah, that was just crazy to me. Crazy to see future add-ons.
W negotiations from Foot. We're predicting that
love
won't.
that.
We're predicting
Love
that won't happen. So rip their future add-ons, but still neat.
Yes,
cool.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it doesn't happen, that means they probably make major. So
that is true.
it's
I haven't
like a
making the
win-win.
major. I haven't making the major. I think it'll be. I'm excited to watch. For sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was saying this before, but I think it's going to be a crazy split because I think there's actually like 7 teams that can really make the major. If you say like Dig, and then Foot, and then Jynxzi.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams aren't locked, to be honest. Even Shop, I don't know. I feel like they have bad matchups too, so I don't know.
I was actually just looking at the points because obviously they gave up all their points to do this.
Will it even matter though if they make?
Wait, who did
the
Foot?
major?
They have to do well at the major, I think, too. Honestly.
Yeah, Foot lost their point. Yeah, they got to do good.
Okay.
Like a top 8?
I think they might have to do better.
This feels like an LCQ attempt, like just getting ready for it.
Which I think is not a bad idea.
No, and if it like goes bad, they can still make another change for LCQ. So that's I think the positive of trying it now.
Anyways, it'll be interesting. We'll I don't think I can do the math. I'm not smart enough to do it right now to see like even because we don't even know how Space Station's going to do, and they're probably going to have to steal their spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on. Shout out to NRG Valorant. They just qualified for the playoffs at VCT Masters Santiago. Where is that actually? Hold on.
Chile.
Geography is not. Chile.
Chile.
Oh, okay. Sounds really pretty. Oh wow, there's like a mountain range in the background. We need some better major locations.
Yeah, going to Dallas and
when are we gonna get a Sam major? Like ever?
Sam major. Actually, that flight would probably be crazy.
We need another Dallas Worlds, in my opinion.
5th London.
Yeah, London into Dallas.
I actually wouldn't mind London, to be honest.
Now London's a good location, but if they hit us with if they hit the scene with the Birmingham again, I think I'm skipping that one.
Let's do a year of like 2 Raleighs into a Dallas. That'd be crazy.
That'd be peak.
We're announcing the OG NRG decal code winner. So shout out to whoever won those. Actually, pretty cool. I mean, that'll probably never happen again, to be honest. I don't know how we got those codes. Shout out to Epic for giving us those codes, and congrats to whoever won. Better see those in ranked. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you for watching NRG Takeoff, presented by our friends over at Spectrum. Myself, the staff, the team, and everyone at the NRG fan, thanks you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one, and look forward to the Boston Major vlog. Peace.